We need to say something funny for the cold open.
I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
Well,
Sonic was never good.
Introducing, and I'll do the. I already had a joke ready, so you introduce and I'll say it.
No.
Hey, man.
That comes before the introduction.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying.
That's not funny. Okay, I got it.
No, that was hilarious. Fuck you, buddy.
Seth,
You
just
think I'm not
introduce
funny?
everyone.
You think I'm not funny?
Yeah.
The fuck? This is so fucked up. Okay. Anyway. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Finalhazard, the prototype to the ultimate podcast. Wowzers, I said the thing. It's been a while since our last episode, but it's okay.
No, it hasn't.
It's been 2 months. But it's completely okay because we are back, and we have a lot of things. There's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of things to talk about. I'm your host, Matt, and I am joined by...
It's me, Seth. I'm the co-host, and we're also joined by two other people. Who are you?
I'm the co-host. I'm Ethan.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the secret
Micah...
creator of Figure Eight.
Yeah,
Micah.
he's like the Oz, like the Wizard of Oz behind like the curtain.
He
runs the show.
No way. No. Micah just
and make sure things go well.
Micah just would happen to be in VCs when we would complain about Figure Eight stuff. So we just decided, executive decision. You are now a eighter. You are now a Figure Eight.
Figure Eighter. No, I'm a figure hater.
Oh,
true. So we're here to review the Resident Evil 4 remake footage, right, guys?
Who the fuck are you? Who are you?
Well, that's what the footage we're reviewing, obviously.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know what that is. That's not Mega Man, so I don't care.
Man,
Seth, we haven't done anything.
Okay, so I don't go here, but like that new Tekken anime, fire, looks fire.
Actually,
Yeah.
And that new
I saw a
Sonic
trailer.
Prime, that 2 seconds of Sonic Prime is pretty good.
The fuck is Sonic Prime, dude? What the fuck is
about Sonic?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's like a mystery.
Okay, yeah, but so this past month, it's Sonic's birthday month, so you already know what's gonna happen. The marketing team is upping the ante. They're letting their nuts hang, and they're just promoting the shit out of the brand. But they're still not doing it right. Once again, they're not doing it right. They're fumbling the bag. And they're making big mistakes, and they're not communicating with their people properly. Even though it's not really like the market, like their fault completely, but like there are some problems here and there that we can discuss. But yeah. So I think, for the sake of, because I think that our Sonic Frontiers discussion is going to be a big brunt of the video of the episode today. I want to dial it back. Today is June 15th as of the recording date of this episode, and it's probably going to date it really badly. But next Thursday is the release of. It's not only Sonic's birthday, but is also the release of Sonic Origins.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it feels like it was just like last week. This episode got announced. No, this game got announced.
Episode.
I'm brain dead.
It's kind of funny. I think this is the only Sonic anniversary game that's actually came out on Sonic's birthday.
Not in not November of the same year, you know. But yeah, so Sonic Origins is like big Sonic classic Genesis game collection.
Nice,
And
like remake, basically, in a way.
Yeah, and it's got like these 2D animated cutscenes by Tyson Hess and his people over at what's the name of his studio again?
Tyson
Well,
Hess. I am not sure.
It's not Tyson Hess's studio. He is the director. It is Studio Powerhouse, who are famous for a lot of stuff, but most recently Castlevania on Netflix. Which, if you have not seen Castlevania on Netflix, do yourself a favor.
The most amazing show.
Tyson Hess is freelance.
Okay. I was a little confused. Yeah, but they're working on the 2D animated cutscenes. They've been Tyson Hess has just been killing it when it comes to 2D like animated Sonic for like the past like 4 or 5 years, like with the Mania opening, Mania Adventures, Team Sonic Racing Overdrive, Colors Rise of the Wisp.
That man saved the Sonic movie.
The Sonic movie. He's been all over the place. He's just been all over the place.
He put Ugly Sonic out of a job.
True. No, Ugly Sonic's in the FBI now.
Yeah, but he put him out of a job for a while.
But he's in the FBI.
That's true.
That's a way cooler job than anything than being in like the Sonic the Hedgehog one. In the one trailer that almost got the movie critically panned. But yeah. Sonic Origins came with a lot of has come with a lot of hype, but also a lot of concern from the community. I know one of my big concerns at first was the DLC or whatever, or just whatever. Like they were the weird chart that they put out outlining all like the exclusive things, and it made me very worried because I thought that things were going to be locked behind a paywall. But Seth has yelled at multiple times that they're not locked behind paywalls; they're unlockable features in the game.
Yeah, some of those are, and then like a few of those are like just pre-order bonuses. That if you pre-order the game, you get everything, and then if you don't pre-order the game, those DLCs, quote unquote, are just the pre-order bonuses that you can just buy at a later time.
I did purchase the digital deluxe edition. I'm actually very disappointed about this game not getting a physical release. One thing I'm
more
very
disappointed about the price. It's like $20 more than Sonic Mania.
It is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But it's 3 games.
It's 4.
It's 4 games.
It's technically 5. It's technically 5 games.
Right, because these are also like 20-year-old games.
Yeah.
But they're like
30-year-old games.
Because I definitely bought Mega Collection used for like $12 like a few years back.
Yeah,
and that has everything. And it has the original tracks, which is also another concern that fans have been having recently. Sonic 3 and Knuckles will not be having its or rather Sonic 3 will not have its original Genesis soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. I thought they said you could switch back and forth.
No. Oh. Well, it'll have most of its soundtrack except for a few songs that directly have Michael Jackson influence.
For those who don't know the history of Sonic 3's music, so when it came out, it was composed by the people at Sega, but they brought in Michael Jackson at the time. He was alive, obviously, and he punched up the music, and like you can even hear a little bit of influence, like from his like previous songs in like every single track in Sonic 3. Obviously, because Michael Jackson, one of the most famous celebrities, one of the most expensive celebrities who have ever lived, it's hard to re-release those songs without paying like big bucks. So what they're going to do for Origins is they're going to take the beta music that they made before Michael Jackson touched it up, and they're going to have Jun Senoue come in, who's the composer of most Sonic games, to come in and finish those beta tracks to closely resemble the old ones, but obviously with a new twist.
And I think the main
Yeah,
issue. Oh, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Jun Sonoy is using. Basically, he's actually like being as close to possible as the old Genesis. Like he's using the old software and like adapting it as close as he can. So I think they're gonna sound pretty good.
And I think a lot of fans were like concerned about Jun Sonoy handling this because he handled Sonic 4, and like
Yeah.
Sonic 4 is
Sonic
Sonic 4 has some good
is-
tracks.
is-
Sonic 4 has some good tracks, but like
Sonic 4 has good compositions boggled down by a strange sound font.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I think
that's the problem.
But I think that we have to remember that Sonic 3 was Jun Sonoy's first game on in the series. So like,
Mhm.
if anybody would be qualified to take over this version of these like remastered versions of the beta tracks, it would be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to be worried about. I know that there,
I don't think so
Sonic-
either.
but I think it's those Sonic 3 purists who want those like Michael Jackson like songs to still be in the game is where they're like really concerned. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I care. Not really. I could live without them.
Yeah.
Like I could genuinely
Also-
live without them.
Also, like in the year 2022, like modding in music is like child's play, like the modding community. So
It was
Yeah.
just
you'll
cheap.
easily be able to it'll be easy to put it back in.
Yeah, and I think it's also it's gonna take time. I think is what and personally for like, if I was like high strung about this, I'd be like, damn, it's gonna take like at least a month for the modders to get to this game and like get the like sound, like the sound replacement mods be or whatever.
Sonic hacking community is pretty fast though.
Yeah, they're pretty
They're
fast, but like still, they're still like, but like this is a whole new game. We don't know what kind of hardware or like what kind of software like limitations or it might have to the mod or whatever. We just don't know. But I don't think that it's going to make the game's quality suffer. I just think that there's an issue, and it goes back again to some marketing, and like Sega is starting this as like big like guys, video game. These are the definitive versions of the Genesis games that you're finally getting the definitive versions of the Genesis games and like we really want you to like enjoy this, but like they're not the definitive games because like they don't have the original soundtrack. But I feel like that's not really important because you're still getting most of the tracks that you love. You're just not getting like, was it like Launch Base?
Mhm.
I think Launch Base.
Carnival Mermaid, Ice Cap.
Yeah,
Me turning on my Genesis and playing the definitive versions of the games because they came out when the games came out.
me turning on my GameCube, popping in Mega Collection, booting up Sonic 3. there's no difference.
Me turning
I mean, on the bright side,
everyone.
Huh?
Shut up! Took me a second.
Anyway, on the bright side, at least you have like now we basically have like 2 soundtracks, and
Mhm.
the new one should sound pretty good.
Yep. And I'm really glad that we have access to we have access to Sonic. We have access to Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
3 Knuckles, yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah, we have like access, like it's the full game. We're not really like, and I'm like, despite like Sonic 3 Air being like the like whatever, like the definitive way to play has been like the big definitive way to play Sonic 3 for like a few years. But like we have to remember that's fan made and all that and blah 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 blah. And it sucks that they
It's nice
delisted
to have
all
an
the
official version.
yeah, and it sucks
It
that they
is.
listed all the
And it's
classic
fun.
games off of Steam. But
And this
You know what?
version's done by Stealth also, who like worked on the original or Sonic 1 and 2 remakes and CD, I think.
I think
wonder
CD
how-
was just Taxman.
Just Whitehead. Okay.
Yeah, and then 1 and 2 were also stealth, like him and stealth, and then
Yeah.
of course Mania, Christian Whitehead, stealth, headcanon, everyone. There's so many people. You can't just.
There's
point
so many
one
people
person.
involved in
There's
this.
so many.
Yeah, because in my notes for this, I said there's like a big like just the words who are the people involved, and it's
Mhm.
like there's just so many. There's just so many, and
And
also
Ian Flint's doing some of the cutscene like writing, which is crazy.
Taste.
There's
So
no
it's-
dialogue in those cutscenes. I think it's
Well-
just the choreography, right?
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's about I'm my assumption since it's a silent cartoon since they're silent cartoons.
Silent
it's probably-
cartoons.
Well, they're like I don't know if it would be like if these cutscenes would be board driven or like script driven, because you probably gotta like you probably need the script to like drive everything.
You know
home or
what?
whatever.
He probably wrote like a treatment, like not a script, but a treatment, and then the animation team like made a storyboard based on that treatment.
Mhm.
Man, if it's not Chow in Space 4, then I don't care.
Man,
Challenge Space 3 hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, because Chow in Space 3 is going to be mid.
oh my god.
Challenge Space
Chow in Space
already had a
4 more.
reboot.
Chow in Space Reloaded.
But anyway, so so before we get into the big meat and potatoes, yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother, meat and potatoes.
Shut up, just keep talking.
Let's talk a little bit about Sonic Prime.
Woo! We have no
Sonic-
idea what that show's about.
We have no idea what the show's about. We've been we've been here since the beginning of Sonic Prime, since like Sonic Prime was announced, and blah 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 blah. And there were some big there was something I think it was in the first episode. We talked about how this show is going to be like a Canadian production, and we're probably going to get some voice actor replacements, unless like Netflix and Sega put some cash into this.
And then they didn't put cash into it.
Didn't put cash into this.
But then Canadian law stepped in. So
Yeah.
not only is Sonic's voice replaced, it's the entire cast. We have an entire Canadian cast.
Yeah, big
Of
the cat messed up.
Well, I don't think Cat Big is messed up. I think
No, I'm
Rather-
saying his voice actor messed up. John St. John was like, I'm Big the Cat. And then they were like, oh my God, you're back? And he was like, oh no, not in that video. No.
I thought so.
Good job, John.
Well, John St. John hates Big the Cat.
Wait, then why did he say
Wait,
he was Big?
curiously, he leaves Big the Cat in his bio on Twitter. Strange.
Really?
How do
Yeah,
you know he
True.
hates Big the Cat?
because he said in like interviews and stuff.
Well, maybe those interviews were from the 90s.
He looked at that motherfucker and just made the voice and then like, bro, that's perfect. And he was like, what?
What?
That shit's so funny. Like he just made it. He just did like the little shitty voice, right? And they were like, "Bro, that's perfect." He was like, "No,
no.
But yeah, we got some animated sneak peeks from the Central earlier. We got the Netflix Geeked preview, which is just 30 seconds of Big the Cat.
Well, it's 30 seconds of Big the Cat, and then it leads into the initial like that
Mhm.
first teaser that we got a few months back, which is pretty cool. So like we have some context on how to that scene.
But as we said before, Sonic's voice is different. What's the gentleman's name?
My goat, my guy Devin Mack. Let's fucking go.
I love how you said the gentleman.
Oh man.
I knew him from the
Tome.
Tome.
I knew him from Tome. I knew so like okay, so I knew him from Beyblade actually. Yeah, here we go. So he voices a character, Zio in Beyblade Metal Masters. Yeah. And he's like
Can
there.
Can I bring up slight drama on here? Not about us or any. No.
What the fuck? What?
Well, I was gonna
Hold
say
on.
Devin Mack was like exiled from voice acting for a while because a certain person screwed him over.
That's
Oh my god.
fucked up.
Yeah, I know. And now he's back, and he's like if you look at his roles, there's just like a gigantic gap in years.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's back, and it's
That's
great
terrible.
that he's getting like he's Sonic.
he's Sonic.
And he
Yeah, he's been a
I
big
think that's
fan.
really, I think that's what's really cool
Mm-hmm.
is that he is a Sonic fan. Oh my
I
god, he's
love
in
his
Ninjago.
introduction video. Like, you can tell he's just really into it. He really loves the role.
He does a really good job too. I really like the clips we've seen so far, where he's talking to Big and he's like, "Sorry, Big, I gotta run past you. Bye."
I just want everything. He deserves everything. Like, if like they did something where they were like Roger actually retired from the role, step up, give him the job,
Yeah.
do it. Deserves the world.
Interestingly, when IGN posted the clip, the Sonic Prime preview, they labeled the video Sonic Prime Preview Season 1. Does that mean that there's actual potential like future seasons in the future? Maybe, because I thought it was going to be like a. I was under the impression that when it was announced, it was going to be like a one and done like
Yeah, me too.
short series. But if there's a season 2 potential, like I wonder what they can do, because season 1 we know is going to be like Sonic goes through like the multiverse or whatever. That's like
Yeah, it
the
sounds
vague.
pretty crazy.
It's the vague story synopsis we've got, but like I wonder what else you can do with that.
Mm-hmm. I guess more characters, of course. But
Yeah, we got Shadow in a
we got
in a
Shadow, we
preview.
got Big. That's true.
I wonder what
That's
Shadow's
like-
place
cool.
in the narrative is going to be, though, right? Because
He's evil again.
he's evil again. Because like we've gotten the vague synopsis, and it seems to be very much about like Sonic, like going on some sort of journey. But Shadow's weird because like you can really only do certain things with him these days.
Yeah, he's very
If you've read the
specific.
comics, yeah.
There are very few genuinely evil Sonic characters, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like also we have I think we can like remember that like the people who are working on this show. Well, I don't know exactly who's working on this show, but like these are the people who made like Sat AM Underground Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
And
So,
Generator X and Ben 10. You don't forget.
yeah. So I'm thinking, well, like not well, like there's Man of Action, and then there's So
Man of Action.
I'm
And then
sure
Wild
none
Bird-
of the people who've made Sat AM still work at Wild Brain.
Oh no, of course.
yeah,
not.
for sure. But like, I feel like
They got that
you know,
one dude.
you-
They were like,
you
"You
snatch
worked on
you
Sonic,
snatch up
right?"
You snatch up the one guy. Hey man, you worked on Sonic?
Yeah, and then it
You worked on Sonic back
just
in
becomes
you worked
awful
on
again.
Sonic back in 1993? Yeah. Okay, well you're on this.
You're on this.
Okay.
Okay, make
For those of you
so,
who
yeah.
are confused, Wild Brain is basically Deke, which was Cookie Jar, and now is Wild Brain.
Cookie
Because
Jar is a good name, though.
they've been bought out 5 times.
the reboot.
Bro, when's freaking 4Kids? 4Kids versus Wild Brain, TBH.
4Kids
Oh
isn't
my God.
around anymore.
So 4Kids.
Forgotten.
Okay, so basically 4 got bodied. So 4Kids got bodied, went bankrupt, and then got bought out by Konami. So, yeah.
Konami. Wow.
Yeah, they got bought out by Konami because 4Kids tried to usurp them of fucking their rights to Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember that.
Oh.
And then Konami was like, hell
It
no.
was actually, funnily enough, it wasn't Konami. It was fucking, they tried to fuck with, was it TV
Chaotic.
Tokyo?
They tried to fuck with Chaotic.
No.
Yes. It's you guys always say it's wrong, but I know the
it
truth.
It was TV. Okay, so no, 4Kids fucked with Tokyo and was taking money from stealing money from basically was money from TV Tokyo, Nihon Ad Systems, like Studio Gallop, who produced the Yu-Gi-Oh anime up until Yu-Gi-Oh Vrains. They were just fucking bleaching money and not giving up like their intended what they were supposed to be paying people. And then they got sued, and somehow 4Kids won the lawsuit. Yeah, but then they eventually went bankrupt, like somewhere around Geo Zexels. Like
Another reason they went bankrupt is because they also tried to fuck with Chaotic, because they got too big for their britches and were like, these random little Canadian losers aren't going to fight for their card game. We'll take that one too. And
Chaotic for years.
No, they lost to Chaotic. You guys don't know the truth.
Chaotic was off the air.
I'm
the Chaotic card game was gone years at that point.
I am the resident Chaotic fan, and
it was gone for years. It was gone for years.
You know what this Chaotic like talk reminds me of?
What?
The Chaotix and Sonic, and will they be in Sonic Prime?
No,
I would love to see that.
No,
I would love to see, because if they're gonna do universe hopping, they need to have fun with it. We need like LA Noir Chaotix.
Oh my god, yeah.
And like
that
Sonic has
amazing.
to help. Yeah, he has to help him like solve a crime. And then
they'll probably be in there.
If it's LA Noir, when they drive around, can they drive around like they're a GTA player and just like run things?
Man, we keep driving like this.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I could see an episode where the Chaotix are like radio stars, and they like give advice. They give like awful advice to people, and like they call in, and it's like, I'm trying to like date a girl, and
okay. So now the question is, will they make Vector be the screechy like fucking that he's been for like the past like 10, 15 years?
Fine, the computer room.
Or will they give him the super suave, deep New York accent that he deserves?
Well, in LA Noir, he has to have a cool New York accent.
I really just want Vector to talk like he's like a New York detective. A New York detective.
Well, he does in Sonic X.
That's what I'm saying. That's what. Excuse me, miss. Miss Broad.
Who's this broad?
The simple thing about Sonic Prime is that it just has to be good. Like they're not following a hard story, at least from the plot synopsis that we've gotten. It's dimension hopping, so all it has to be is fun. Like that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Will it be just dimension hopping for season 1, or if there's a season 2, will it continue that? I wonder.
Because I feel like they're going to go the route. Well, we barely even know about the normal, like the regular, the present.
Unless it falls into the Netflix curse.
It just gets canceled.
It gets canceled after the first season.
Oh my god! And it has like raving reviews, like oh my god.
Raving reviews, but they just said, "I don't see the money in this."
Yeah,
don't feel like it, you know.
I just don't see the money in this.
They immediately get their like 1.2 million followers they lost back with Sonic Prime Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's a video game adaptation, like it's an adaptation of something, it'll be like of something famous. I don't think they'd just cut it.
But then it goes on for too long, and it's like 6 seasons of Sonic Prime, and it's just
based.
No.
Imagine the fucking Sonic Voltron Legendary Defender, dude. Let's go! Let's go!
Refuse to kill it.
Let's
misery.
Well, you know, season 1 is going to be 24 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah,
the misery.
It is. Yeah.
That's nuts.
It seems like everyone's that has been working on it has been like very confident and like very positive about it. Like they love it.
That's good. Why are they still hiring people though?
For season 2?
Probably for the later episodes.
That's a good question.
They're trying to make sure every hair on Big's chinny chin is perfect.
Big was kind of uncanny valley for me because they changed his design.
They didn't give him a cat mouth. He has a
that's
mouth.
weird.
It was very, very, very strange looking, and I was scared for my life.
I like how
is Big's mouth the next Sonic jump ball or idle animation?
Please, God, that'd be hilarious. Okay,
it'd be so fucking funny.
You know what? This would be perfect. Speaking of jump balls and idle animations and video game stuff, there was the Summer Games Fest and Sonic Frontiers.
One more thing, I was gonna say, it's funny how it like we've seen Sonic Prime, but we haven't seen Tails or Amy yet.
It's okay. You know what? But it's okay. But there's a big fucking problem going on around this game, and I don't think. And I know that a lot of people have talked about it, but I don't think anybody's really talked about it. You know, because they're all talking about the same fucking things. Why the fuck did Sega not communicate to IGN to put this is an in progress builder game in the fucking disclaimer in the top corner of their fucking world gameplay premiere trailer?
World gameplay premiere.
Like,
I have no clue.
The fact that it took them 4 videos to finally put the disclaimer there. Like 4 videos had been uploaded, and that they finally put the fucking disclaimer there. And I'm like, this is not the best like representation of your game that you could put out.
Because they don't want anybody knowing about this game.
And
they don't want anyone knowing about the game, but then when you let us know about the game, you don't like do it right. You know?
See, Summer Games Fest went on for like what, 3 days?
Yeah.
And the whole time, every other game was getting their like interviews and their press. But for some reason, Sonic Frontiers, out of all of these games, was like, no, you can't film nothing, you can't talk about it, you can't even come up here to the camera. There. We got the CIA, the FBI, we got FBI.
We got Gun. Sonic. We got Gun there.
GUN, we brought them to life, and they are here. But I think it wasn't yesterday, was it? It was either yesterday or the day before. Footage was finally after days and days of just shaky webcam footage. We finally got some good stuff, and oh my god, the footage that they showed off for the there's a Nintendo Everything video. The footage they got makes this game look way better than the IGN previews.
Like there's just so like that first IGN preview, that first one, like there's like missing. There's no lighting. Like the lighting engine wasn't it felt like the lighting engine wasn't properly like implemented yet into the game. So everything just kind of looks washed out and like
boring.
And boring. It looks
very
like
boring.
It just looked boring, and it's just not the best representation of the game. If you're going to put something out to the world, why don't you represent it with the way that you want it to be represented, not like an incomplete build. I just don't get it.
This brings up that's interesting. There's like a whole discussion to have there because I have something to like share. But let's talk about things that are in the game that you can do, because there's a lot of interesting additions to Sonic that have never been in the Sonic game before. Like there's 2 like play modes that you can switch in between. Like Sonic is almost like a gear system in a car, where he has like action mode and speed mode. Where
Kingdom Hearts game, yeah, of course, I get it.
Oh my god, we talked about once that that we hope this thing doesn't take influence from Kingdom Hearts 3. I think you guys.
Who said we hope it doesn't?
We want it to be Kingdom Hearts 2 inspiration, man.
Exactly.
3.
Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 has really cool movement options.
it just has too much plastered into one. It's
And I think
it's like stitched together, Matt.
and I think that Sonic should have cool movement, which is what I've been fucking praying for years. But then they keep fucking doing shit, fucking quick steps and fucking get it out.
Wait, Matt, did you see the Nintendo Everything video?
No.
It's way better.
It's really good.
It's way
really
better.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's legit like what changed a lot of people's opinion online.
Also, a lot of the pop-in and like lighting issues that we've
completely
had,
fixed.
they're not completely fixed.
Okay, very
pop-in.
Very fixed.
And like that transition to what I was going to say earlier, I found a video that was like, it was like the stages of which Sonic Unleashed was like revealed in. There was like 8 months before release. Sonic Unleashed looked ugly as fuck. It had really bland textures and bad lighting. This was like when the reveal of Unleashed came out. When Sonic would hit enemies, they'd like T-pose death.
Oh my god.
Then 6 months later, it got a little bit better, but not by much. And then 2 months before release, it was close to what we got, but it like enemies were still T-posing. There was still like wonky lighting. And then the release of Sonic Unleashed, and we all know Sonic Unleashed, it's the fucking meme where it's like the most beautiful fucking Sonic game ever embraced.
Am I the only one who
like that's the meme, right? But that's still there's some merit to that because it does look very nice.
It does look
it
very
looks
nice.
really good.
So
Yeah,
but okay,
8 to 6 months to fix graphics. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe they can do that.
maybe they can.
I still like it's probably gonna get fixed. That Nintendo Everything footage fixed a lot, but Sonic still stands in midair.
That is okay.
He does.
What's weird about that, Ethan? What's weird about that is that he does have a falling animation.
He does. He does have a falling animation.
He has a falling animation, but for some reason, when he's in combat, it's not like applied when he drops out of the air. Because I feel like you're not supposed to like drop your combos. That was one of the big my big issues with the fucking like combat trailer was like, why does this guy keep dropping his combos like this?
Because he just doesn't know how to play the game.
Like, why do you keep dropping your combos? Because I feel like you should be able, if you're like in combat with an enemy, right, and it's still open to attacks, and especially in a Sonic game, like if you look at Project 06, for example, when you like homing attack an enemy as Shadow, and you like, and then like Shadow like can do like the little combo attacks in midair on like the enemy, which is very similar to what Sonic Frontiers is doing with its air combat, right? You can press the A button again to continue your homing attack chain, and then combo motherfucker. I just don't know. It's just weird things that bother me, and I'm like, why doesn't he have the falling?
A lot of those issues are fixed in the Summer Games Fest footage. Like, I linked it in our Discord.
Nintendo Everything, Seth.
Yeah, I know that like they've been fixed, but like I'm just like talking like from like my perspective of what I've, because I just have
of course, yeah.
I just don't have time to like, catch up on like all the Sonic news and shit. So I
think. Oh, sorry, Matt.
So like just what I've seen and like, all these issues, they're very clear.
Right. But I think one of my biggest issues before, well, I have two biggest issues, but one is funnier than the other. So I think one of my biggest issues before the Nintendo Everything footage was that like they just like Sega was bold-faced lying to our faces. Like it's the IGN guy, and he's like, I played around for 4 hours, and you can do anything you want, and it's like, oh, I know they let this dude play some of the story missions and they're not showing us. Like, from what we saw in the IGN footage, it like I could not run around in that for 4 hours. I could probably run in that for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if there's enough stuff. But like an empty sandbox game with rails and random puzzles is not going to entice me for 4 hours unless I'm like playing Gmod, like messing around with friends. Like they were hiding so much, and it's kind of annoying because it's like, do you want us to be hype or not? Just show us a story mission. Like, show us anything.
because I
You could
feel
show us
like
like out of context stuff too. Just
Exactly.
like show us.
Just show us
Things.
something.
Okay.
Things.
so we originally recorded a reaction video to the what was it? The hands-on
IGN.
the
IGN
IGN
man.
hands-on thing.
The Mephilus the
Oh,
Dark.
Yeah, so we were looking at the Sonic Frontiers hands-on IGN perspective video, and I think I talked about it a little bit, but like the fucking like Sonic fans, a lot of Sonic fans are like, yeah, we want the game to play good, but like, what's it about? You know, because I think Sonic fans, especially like adventure era fans, hold the narrative in higher regard than the gameplay most of the time, and that's what happens. Which is people keep talking about like SA2. They're not talking about like they're not talking about SA2 like from like a gameplay perspective. They're talking about like SA2 from like a story, a narrative. Like, yeah, Project Shadow was sick. Like, where is the, and now that we know that Ian Flynn is writing this shit, where is bro at?
There's a lot of
story trailer.
It's questionable because like they've like playtesters and like IGN have been saying like, oh, this game is really solid and fun to play, but it took too long it took a really long time for them to actually release a video where it looks fun to play. So now that we know that, okay, playtesters like it, reviewers like pre-reviewers like it, we got some cool footage, gameplay, cool, we got it. Now can we know what the fucking story is about? Because like it feels like it's gone in the wrong order, because I feel like trailers, they always start off with the story trailer or something, and then they do like the gameplay breakdowns.
It's often just like a general, like very basic trailer. You know, you get a little bit of story, a little bit of gameplay, and it's just like all out of context. And of course, fans piece it together and theorize onward. And then as more things come out, you can, of course, show like more pieces separately, like they're doing right now.
I think what we know is that like the heart like things that Sonic's collecting is like he's collecting like the memories of his friends to like because everyone's got like amnesia or something, and like not amnesia, but something adjacent to that. Like that's the basic like, oh, and they're transported to like a mysterious island, and that's all we know.
Yeah, and of course, Tails and Amy are there apparently, and maybe going by the rumors, you might have to get their memories too.
Yeah, I'm not tuned in with the leaks, and I think the Ghost Girl stuff is stupid.
It's literally
why would the AI? An AI is a robot. Why would it also be a ghost girl? That doesn't make any sense.
It's not like they're trying. Like, dude, it's literally just the island's fucking artificial intelligence talking to Sonic.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally it. That's literally it. Because we've established in previous leaks, like this island is being controlled by artificial intelligence.
Oh, I was only talking about what was officially said.
Yeah, but Micah started talking about leaks, so now we're talking about
leaks. Well, that was like one of the first. That was the like original Zippo leak from like a year ago.
Zippo also said we're getting Sonic 5, and I do not believe that.
Zippo be capping.
Yeah, there's not going to be a ghost girl. I don't get why people are still like, ghost girl, she's real, she's alive.
Maybe she's a hologram, and like
she's Cortana. It's just like Cortana.
There you go. That's kind of like a ghost.
People thought that it was a fucking ghost girl in the original trailer, and you know what it was? You know who it was? It was fucking Amy.
But then people were like, "Ghost Amy," which is also very weird.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I don't get the allure. She's not that cute. She's just a ghost. Like, there's a ghost girl in Sonic Unleashed. Like, go check that out.
She's in like a cartoon, Unleashed cartoon.
Well, I know that. That's what I was saying.
It's not Sonic Unleashed.
Why are we angry and fighting?
Get right.
Because ghost
He's
cars
wrong.
aren't real.
He's
They're
wrong.
not
He's
real.
wrong.
Anyway.
He's wrong. Stop, I'm fucking with you.
Sonic has a cool like parry and like dodge like.
Oh yeah, I
and,
think
like,
He
The
literally
moves are
has
cool.
a nothing personnel kid.
his parry is really really cool because like that's the style I was wanting like for his combat. Just something that is flashy.
Nothing personal kid.
And I've been,
Guys.
and I think I also said that there was something heavily missing was cinematics. Where's the style? Where's the flair in this game?
Yeah, where's the
Like,
flair?
and I saw some footage. I think it was probably like the game's Summer Games Fest footage, where like the enemies got like dramatic zoom ins, and I was like, that is exactly what I want from this game.
Let's go.
That is exactly what I want.
I like how the aggressive the enemies are in this game. Like they actually seem
Oh,
like
yeah.
like they're not gonna be like you press 2 buttons and they die.
Sonic forces stop moving. Just they stand there.
Sonic Forces enemies exist to do nothing but be obstacles in your way. That is their only purpose. They don't do anything. They don't interact with you in any way, shape, or form.
If you really if you genuinely think about it, the game's enemies are just unfinished.
Yeah, true. But I think I already think like Sonic character, Sonic games for like the past like few years have kind of like diminished enemies into like just being obstacles.
Right.
Or just enemies are supposed to be obstacles, but not in the way that they should be,
Mm-hmm.
So the egg pawns just standing there, to be a purpose of a homing attack chain, or for you to just boost through them. Just press X to boost through them. Like, what the fuck?
There was also an interview with Izuka recently, and
Oh yes,
the interviewer brought up the hashtag delay Sonic Frontiers like movement on Twitter, and Izuka, I don't have the article up on me right now, but he pretty much said that from what playtesters and like the reviewers are saying, that everyone is like the results that they're getting from them are very positive, and that there might not be a need for a delay unless, and then he jokingly said, unless we all get coronavirus.
Yeah.
He went,
And I still think,
and I was for a long time I was on team delay Sonic Frontiers, but after hearing like Izuka and the team are like very confident in what they're making, what the playtesters are saying, what people at Sega Game Fest were saying, IGN is saying, the video of Sonic Unleashed's like development,
and then
I'm not worried about I'm not really worried about Frontiers anymore.
True.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it either. But like, I just think that the reason why all this spawned was because Sega and IGN didn't communicate and didn't explicitly state that the footage that was originally shown to us was not final. It was not a final build of the game.
Well, sorry, Matt.
And it's just you just put those. If you put those disclaimers, any concerns that people have will be like, okay, it's not finished. Okay, I get it. It's not finished. That's all you need. That's all you need.
I think though my other biggest thing is that I am still a little bit worried, because there's one thing that Sega and IGN were both adamant on, and that this game is trying to be mysterious. And I do not like that at all, because like Sega didn't back down on it. They were like, no, it's not going to be like wild and fun. It's going to be mysterious. It's going to have mysterious music. And to me, they're just like, obviously we all know Frontiers is trying to get what Breath of the Wild has, but it's like trying to do it without really understanding. And of course, now the new footage has like much more of an identity, and it feels a little bit more Sonic as opposed to the IGN footage where it was just bland and boring. But it still feels like it's trying too hard to be this mysterious game. And he's like, yo, it's so mysterious. You can run around in this mysterious area with mysterious music and no friends to talk to you. And it's like, that just sounds empty to me. And now that this footage came out and Sega doubled down on the mysterious notion, I still am a bit worried for what's going to come. Like, if anything...
That's fair.
Yeah. Because, like, if anything, the game will be, like, it'll be good and fun, but it'll feel like it'll have an identity crisis, and that just isn't, like, that's just what I don't want to happen.
I think with the recent, like, impressions from everyone, that's... Because, like, I was feeling a bit of the same that you were, Ethan. I think I'm not nearly as worried, just because everyone's very positive about it. They think it, like, they say it's fun, they say it's interesting, and it keeps your attention throughout, because, like, once you get into it, you really get into it, basically.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
It's Sonic.
Like,
this doesn't happen.
A lot of them... Yeah, because a lot of them, have said, like, there's a very big difference between playing it and then seeing someone play it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm still like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it a little bit.
Izuga's interview was very interesting just because of how very confident he sounds. Like,
bro,
very...
Sonic Forces? What's that?
He's kind of intense because, like, he's just like, we are completely confident on this game, and we know that we're at a good point where we need to be.
It's like the video of the guy who plays Gus on Breaking Bad, and he's like, ha ha ha, and then like serious face.
Yeah.
There's the action mode and speed mode that they were saying, where action mode is like implied for, like, you know, people who aren't used to Sonic games, and speed mode is for people who are. And I think like, because you can shift between them like a gear system in a car. So I'm thinking, like, what if there's like cool possibilities for shifting in and out of like combat, and like, oh, and then you gotta like zip around them in speed mode, but then shift back to action mode. Like, could we do that?
I don't.
Oh my
I don't
god!
think it
You
was
think
like
they got
that.
the
I think it
Yakuza
was...
people on this shit?
Oh my god!
They got the Yakuza guys on this. No way.
But,
Who said that?
I don't think it's like that, because I think it's more like a difficulty change, because one of the modes is that, like, it's a bit slower, it's a bit more friendly to newcomers, and then the faster mode is like for, you know, big Sonic fans and stuff.
In the Nintendo Everything video, the guy does say, though, that he switches in between them, like, during gameplay.
Interesting.
He switches in between them during gameplay.
Yeah, so, because like, the way how that sounds to me, that sounds like the Yakuza like stance switching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Could you imagine Yakuza stance switching in a Sonic game?
Sonic Dragon's Wrath.
Imagine the Punishers. Yeah.
That is what I think.
Tamadane guy. Hello, Sonic.
That
nice to meet you.
That also reminds me, because, like, of an interesting, like, thing that a lot of people said when playing the game is that there is apparently sliders in the beginning where you can, like, adjust, like, Sonic's control, like speed and, like, handling, etc.
Make it as fast as possible.
Basically, like, you make him control how you want him to control. Sega's just like, just do it yourself.
Well,
you lazy sons of bitches.
Well, that might also be a case. Well, aren't we getting like an upgradable? Are we getting an upgradable Sonic again?
Yeah. So his speed, his ring count capacity, and his abilities are all part of like a skill tree.
Hmm.
But I
So
swear,
he just
All I'ma
you can
say-
make him faster.
I
add
want to
more
know why they
rings and
keep hiding
splash out.
I want to know why they keep hiding the HUD or any sort of like on-screen graphics.
Because they want it to be mysterious.
But
They
what's so
told you
mysterious
this.
about a compass? Because we know what it looks like. It's a
A
compass,
compass, dude?
and it's a compass, your collectibles, and your ring count.
Your
it's not-
juice and your
you-
EXP.
all I'm gonna say is, if I see another fucking quick step section, I'm gonna lose it. I hate that shit so much, dude. So boring. And it's like, and they've just been like a mainstay for like 10 years, for almost 20 years, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. If I have to sit through that automated bullshit, I'm gonna lose it. But you know what? But Sonic Frontiers looks okay. It looks great,
It looks epic.
and it's building up.
You know, I'm starting to think
It's
Tears looks very mysterious, guys.
I
don't know.
after the Summer Games Fest footage came out, I think it's safe to say. Is it safe to say? Is it a hot take to say that I'm leaning more towards the excited?
I'm leaning towards excited, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
After that, like my opinion, honestly, kind of like completely changed in a way. Not completely, but like I'm a lot more interested in like, no, this looks fun. I could see myself enjoying it.
I mean, I'm copping.
yeah,
I'm
I'll
confident
definitely
about
get it.
Kind of looks epic.
I mean, I bought fucking, what was that fucking game?
You know that
Sonic
one.
Colors Piss Hat.
Oh dear God.
Full price, by the way.
Why?
Frontiers looks pretty good. I'm excited for more footage. I just want something story related. Just give me anything story related. That's all.
Mhm.
I want to know what this game is about.
Or they'll give us
Give us some
freaking
context.
the boost stage footage. Eyeing.
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
the cyberspace or whatever they call it.
I completely forgot about those. Basically, the boost levels, but they
Those will
act
leave
as
it
special
mysterious,
stages.
Seth.
They act as special stages, and what's interesting is that the Chaos Emeralds in this game are optional again.
Are they?
Yeah.
But Sonic won't be kissing any more women, Sega says.
I think
That
we've
unfunny
exhausted.
article. Yeah.
I think we've exhausted our talk. We'll definitely talk about Frontiers some more, though.
Because we're
We're
getting
gonna
stuff
talk
all
so much
throughout
about
June.
Frontiers. So much Frontiers, so much shit.
As they keep telling us, we're going to get all throughout June. So,
Mm-hmm.
Sonic. This is Sonic's Pride Month.
It's Sonic.
Taking over.
It's Sonic's Prime.
This was all of Sega's plan.
We'll
since the
see you next
beginning.
adventure.
See you next
everybody.
adventure.
We
Okay.
can't say that. It's
Bring
mine.
it in.
See you next adventure,
See you next
guys.
adventure.
See you next
Okay.
adventure. See you next
Bring it in.
adventure.
Would you loosen up a little bit, or would you?